Hello, this is Ed. On this video, I'm going to talk to you about 7 automations that you can use to scale your CPA or accounting firm. This is a system, some processes that I've automated for several CPAs and accounting firms before to help them really scale, take more clients, take more projects, and most importantly, be able to deliver better and faster services to their clients, which is, of course, the most important part of all of this, right? And once you start automating the different like kind of pieces of your system, of your process, then you can start taking more clients, you can start scaling without having to deal with like more and more workload. Okay. Especially once you start automating the fulfillment side of your firm, that's when you can really start taking on more and more clients, right? Because you know that if you take one more client, you know that the service will be delivered to that new client. Okay. So just starting here to the top with the lead gen, of course, you want to start getting more leads, you want to start getting more clients, and you can automate the lead generation process, right? You can create a system to help you find and identify qualified leads according to your ICP, right? So you can use tools like Apollo, like ZoomInfo to search and extract data of the leads or the type of companies that you want to reach out to. Okay, and then of course you can add those leads to an automated email sequence, an automated LinkedIn sequence. And usually when you do that, you can combine both, right? So let's say that you're going to send a first connection request on LinkedIn. Then if the connection is accepted, then you can send a follow-up message and a follow-up email. Then you can start sending those back and forth, right? To make sure that you're going to get your leads' attention. And of course, all of that being done automatically, right? So to make sure that you're going to get more calls booked, right? And that's the whole goal of a lead generation system. So you can start getting more calls booked. And then we can move to the second process here, which is the CRM and sales nurturing. So when you get a new call booked, that lead should be added automatically to your CRM system. And if you don't have a CRM system yet, you should do that. You should structure a CRM system using tools like Monday, like Pipedrive, Close, HubSpot, and some other ones. Okay, you should structure a pipeline using a CRM too, so you can better manage all your leads and deals. Okay, so then of course, once the call is booked, that lead will be added to your CRM automatically. And then once you start moving that lead, that deal into the different stages of your CRM pipeline, then you can start triggering automated follow-up messages. So you don't need to keep remembering to follow up with that lead, to follow up with that deal. And sometimes that's the whole reason why you are not closing more and more deals, right? So you can create an automated sales nurturing sequence to keep sending new messages, new emails to your leads throughout the entire pipeline. Okay. And let's say that, okay, so you had a call with the lead is really qualified, and now you are preparing a proposal to send to that lead. And let's say that you can have on your CRM pipeline, you can have a stage that's called send proposal, for example. Then once you move that deal to that stage, then you are triggering this third process here, this third automation, which is creating and sending out a proposal to your lead, right? So basically, you can have a proposal template, and you can use tools like Pandadoc, right, to do that. So you can get the lead information, personal contact information, company information, and also the type of service that the lead is looking for, and then you can create the proposal and then send out the proposal automatically. So just by moving the lead to that stage, all of that will be done automatically, and your lead are going to get the proposal right away. So, and of course, on the sales process, timing is really important, right? So, the faster you can deliver the proposal to your lead after the call, the better, right? Okay, so you send out the proposal. Let's say that the proposal is accepted and signed, for example. Then you can trigger the client onboarding process, which usually is one of the most important steps of your operations, of your service, because during the client onboarding process, you have many different steps that you have to go through, right? So, for example, um, and here you can trigger the client onboarding process on your CRM. So, let's say that you're going to move the lead from proposal to one, right? And of course, that can be done automatically as well once the proposal is accepted and signed. Okay, so let's say that for the client onboarding process, you're going to send out a contract automatically. You're going to send out an invoice, a recurring invoicing automatically to your new client. You're going to add that new client to your project management system that we're going to talk about in the next step. You're going to send out a welcome email to your client requesting all the different documents and information that you need from the client so you can start working on their business, right? You can create like a form to send out automatically and to collect all the data that you need. So the client onboarding process is really, really, really important to do that, in especially automatically, because you don't have to do, because if you're going to do that, all of that manually, create a contract, create a new invoice, write out the email, etc., that will take hours for you to do. But with the automation, you can do like very, very, very fast in under a few seconds, to make sure that your new client, will be properly onboarded, right? Okay, so your client is onboarded. Now you can move to the project management process, which again, of course, is really important to make sure that you're going to deliver the service that your client just hired you to do, right? If you don't have a project management system yet, I highly recommend you to do so, to build one for you, for your business. So you can use tools like ClickUp, like Monday, like Asana, Trello, and some other ones, or even ones that are very specific to CPA and accounting firms. That there is one that I like the most, which is Financial Sense, which is really nice. It's really helpful, and it's very tailored to, of course, to your industry, right? So not only are you going to create the structure of your project management system, but also you can create automations inside of your system, right? So to make sure that you're not going to miss any task. So let's say that you're going to add that client to your project management system automatically from the client onboarding process. And depending on the service that your client is hiring you for you to do, then you can create the tasks automatically for that client, right? And then you can assign those tasks to your team members or even to yourself with the right due dates. And that's really important because then you're going to make sure that those tasks will be delivered to your clients. And not only that, you can create some triggers. For example, if the task is past due, then you can notify your team member to make sure that that task is done today, and some other triggers as well. So having a very structured and automated project management system is really, really important here. Okay. Then we can move also to the process of automating part of your service delivery system that you need to do to every client that you work with, right? So if you are using tools like QuickBooks and Xero, you can automate the process of creating journal entries, of creating like invoices to your clients, of adding bills, purchase order, and all those other documents and steps that you need to do to deliver the service to your clients. And you can do that because those tools are very kind of flexible in terms of the integrations and the automation that you can do with them. And I highly recommend you to do so because, again, you're going to make sure that you're going to deliver a faster service to your clients, right? So you don't need to do all of that manually. You don't need to keep writing every single journal entry manually. You can do that using integrations and automations, right? And the final process is reporting. So I know that the reporting is also an important part of the delivery that you have to do to your clients, right? So you can do that also automatically, collecting all the data that you need, also integrating and syncing with QuickBooks and Xero. So you can create those financial reporting, those dashboards, and make sure that those reports will always be updated, right? So you can collect the data automatically, and you can add the data to your, for example, to an Excel, to a spreadsheet, and then you can connect the spreadsheet to a dashboard, like in Looker Studio, like in Power BI, to make sure that you're going to have the data and the charts and the KPIs updated automatically, right? And that's really, really important. So these are just seven of the main automations that we usually do for CPA and accounting firms. Of course, there are other ones that we can do as well, like employee onboarding, employee training, and even like some other ones as well that are important. But if you are able to automate these seven processes, I guarantee that you're going to have a very, very scalable firm, and you're going to start growing your business a lot. If you need help to automate something like this for your firm, just reach out to me. I'll be happy to do so. Thank you.